Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. We're here for Sunday's action. We got 10 races on tap. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course listed as firm. Our first race is a 6-furlong sprint maiden claiming event. Maiden fillies and mares, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. One jockey change to report, and that's on number 3, Princess Ayama. Make the rider Jose Alvarez. The weight is 118 pounds.
Racing at Gulfstream. A poor beginning for the first-timer Mountain Jam. A quick beginning toward the inside for Tina's Utopian Vision with Let and Go right alongside. In between horses, the first-timer Abiding Love. These three are quickest. It's a stretch of 3.5 to Sophia Leonore, who gets the best seat in the house from fourth. A length and a half better than Starship Lexington. Then Princess Zaima, and after a terrible beginning, the trailer Mountain Jam. Down the backstretch and past the half-mile pole. Toward the inside, Abiding Love. On the outside, Let and Go. They went through the opening quarter in 22 and 3. Angling off the fence to rebid from third is the favorite Tina's Utopian Vision. Then Starship Lexington and Sophia Leonore. The rest have to get moving as they run with 5/16 to go. On the outside, Let and Go now has the lead 3/4 of a length, trying to not let go. On the inside is the first-timer Abiding Love. Tina's Utopian Vision is not doing much running. Toward the inside, Sophia Leonore, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the lead, Let and Go now sneaks a peek back and has a 2-length lead. Abiding Love is second. Sophia Leonore is now third. Then toward the outside, it's Starship Lexington. Inside the final furlong, today is the day. Number 12 will be the lucky one for Let and Go. Let and Go is moving away to win the first on the Sunday program by almost 4 lengths. Sophia Leonore rallied for second in front of Abiding Love in third, and Princess Zaima finished fourth in 1:12 and 2.
Number 7, Let and Go, springs the mini upset owned by Excellent Stables Incorporated, trained by Antonio Ciaffi, ridden to victory by Carlos Olivero. We're going to sprint at 7/8 of a mile or 7 furlongs in the second race, a claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 3, All About Yasmin, and note the jockey on the 7 is Jose Alvarez, and the weight is 118 pounds.
They're off. Spyro Tune Brooks running for the inside. Moving up now, Bold Distinction. Tail of My Cat on the inside. In between horses, Indeed I Am comes away with the top flight. Then it's a stretch of 2 lengths to Last Strike. And as his custom, Top Excitement blew the break and is 6 lengths last. Bold Distinction makes play. He leads by a length and a quarter. Angled off the fence is Tail of My Cat second. Spyro Tune is a 3-wide third. A gap of 3.5 lengths back to Last Strike with Indeed I Am on his inside. And still nothing yet from Top Excitement. He'll do his running later after an opening quarter in 23 and 2. Into the far turn now. Less than half a mile to move, and the leader is Bold Distinction by a length and a half. In between horses, Tail of My Cat is second. 3-wide is Spyro Tune third. Gap of 5 lengths back to the inside. Indeed I Am. Top Excitement gets around Last Strike, but he has a tall order here with about 10 lengths to make up, and he's not making any ground. They move to the top of the stretch with Bold Distinction still the leader. Tail of My Cat toward the inside of Spyro Tune second and third. The rest of Not of Consequence, the favorite never heard from today, as they move for the top of the stretch. It's still Bold Distinction, well rationed on the top end, leads it by 3 lengths. Tail of My Cat is second. Indeed I Am rallies on the inside with Spyro Tune. Inside the final furlong, no early pressure means an easy lead and an easy win for Bold Distinction, who widens in the late stages. It's Bold Distinction and Jonathan Gonzalez pouring it on through the stretch to win by 7 lengths. Going to get close for second, too close to call. Tail of My Cat outside of Indeed I Am inside. Spyro Tune was fourth. The favorite Top Excitement wound up last.
And number 2, Bold Distinction, scores for Robert Gibson, trained by Joe Calcibetta, ridden to victory by apprentice Jonathan Gonzalez. We'll take a short break and be back in just a few minutes.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
The OBS Summer Tour is now underway, with OBS sales graduates in action from Saratoga to Del Mar, Monmouth Park, to Arlington Park, and all tracks in between. Make Ocala your summer place for the OBS August yearling sale. The selected session is Tuesday, August 20th, with open yearlings selling August 21st and 22nd. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back for our third race of the afternoon, a 7-furlong sprint. It's a maiden event for maiden fillies and mares, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. Scratch both parts of the 2 entry, number 2, Mon Arch Las, and number 2B, Arriba Ana.
They're off. Alguna begins well and moves out to take the early lead. Miscount is driving to challenge. In between horses and moving up is Indian Rain. These 3 are quickest. It's Miscount in front by a head. Indian Rain is second. Moving up on the inside now, Kansas away in the top flight. Kansas mixing it up. First-time starter Money for Memories is wide on the course, but only 2.5 behind. Then Arabian Dream, and the trailer is Tabulation. Down the backstretch they go, and on the inside, Kansas puts ahead in front. On the outside and Miscount, these 2 in lockstep. It's a gap of 2.5 to Indian Rain third. Alguna shuffled to fourth. Toward the inside, Our Arabian Dream is now fifth. 3 wide on the outside. Money for Memories, and still nothing from Tabulation. They went through the opening quarter in at 22-4, well within the scope of these fillies and mares as they race with less than 3 furlongs to go. Kansas on the inside leads by a head. Miscount is second. Racing third and starting to improve is Indian Rain toward the inside and Arabian Dream. Put to pressure as Money for Memories will have to do better from there. 4 lengths back to the inside, Alguna, and still last, Tabulation. To the top of the stretch they come. Kansas doing much better work on the inside and now takes the lead. Arabian Dream has the inside lane if she can make use of it. 2 lengths back to Money for Memories and Indian Rain. Final furlong. Here's Arabian Dream trying to get going on the inside of Kansas, who has the lead. Far outside, late run coming from Alguna, but Kansas has a winning margin today. It's Kansas and Jesus Rios to score on the wire by almost 3. Arabian Dream was second. It's too close to call for third, Alguna or Money for Memories in 125-1.
Number 3, Kansas wins it for owner Michael Tabor, Mrs. John Magner, and Derek Smith, trained by Wesley Warden, ridden to victory today by Jesus Rios. The 4th race, a 7-furlong sprint, the claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races. Scratch the 1, Dangerous Trick. Scratch the 8, My Mass Media. A couple of jockey changes on the 4, it's Orlando Boca Chica. On the 6, it's Alex Gonzalez. And on the 7, it's Gilva Chamafi.
They're off. DK Edge, the heavy favorite, wins the break and goes looking for the lead with Gold Vegas on the outside away second. Exuberant Song driving to challenge toward the inside third. In between horses, Congrats Criminal with Circle Valley alongside, and the early trailer is Be My Frankenstein. A controlled early pace, and the pace is set by the hotshot favorite DK Edge. He calls the shots 2 lengths on top. Gold Vegas is there second. On the inside, Exuberant Song is now third. Circle Valley is well held while fourth. 3 wide on the outside, and second last is Congrats Criminal, and still nothing early from Be My Frankenstein. They go to the opening quarter in 23 casual seconds, and at this point, DK Edge has isolated himself on the lead. He moves around the far turn with a 6-length advantage. Gold Vegas tries to chip away in second. Circle Valley gets inside of Congrats Criminal, a joint third. Then it's Exuberant Song and Be My Frankenstein. 5/16 to go. Gold Vegas getting after the favorite DK Edge now. Gold Vegas on the half length behind the leader. DK Edge, a gap of 5 to Circle Valley, and then Congrats Criminal. Exuberant Song saves ground. Top of the lane. Gold Vegas going 2 to the 1 of the favorite DK Edge as they swing for home. Exuberant Song on the inside, then Circle Valley. Final furlong. It's still DK Edge grimly holding on. Gold Vegas one more time on the outside. Exuberant Song back third. DK Edge drifting out. Gold Vegas trying to press past late. DK Edge, Gold Vegas one more time. Here's the wire. DK Edge. DK Edge gamely held on to beat Gold Vegas second. Then Exuberant Song third in 125-1.
Number 5, DK Edge, bothers number 7, Gold Vegas throughout the stretch and is disqualified. Put up to first was the 7, Gold Vegas, owned by Marshall Mack, an Aventura stable, trained by Peter Walder and ridden to victory today by jockey Gilva Chamafi. The 5th race on a firm turf course at 1 mile and 1/16. It's a claiming event for 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 2, 3-part harmony. Scratch the 9, Runyon Hummer. And note, jockey on the 5 is Manuel Cruz.
They're off. Awkward getaway for Winner Jack. Quick getaway toward the inside for Knock Rock, who's going out to establish a clear early lead from Gibson County Line, who comes away in second. Troubles Coming is now third. Monroe Court comes away in fourth. Toward the outside, Kid Curry fifth. Then Audacity of Hope, and at the back, Winner Jack. Field of 7 into the first turn, and the leader is Knock Rock by almost 2. Gibson County Line is second, a 2-length margin back to Troubles Coming third. Settling in fourth is Monroe Court. Fifth to the outside, Kid Curry. Well held well sixth is Winner Jack, and trailing Audacity of Hope. A strung out field through an opening quarter in a casual 25-1, and at 5-2, Knock Rock is the boss. Knock Rock 3 lengths in front with 5 furlongs to go from Gibson County Line taken in hand second. Troubles Coming is third, but he's already 6 or 7 off the lead. Then it's 2 to Monroe Court. Following on the outside is Kid Curry. Audacity of Hope is out of last place, and now the trailer, Winner Jack. They move with less than half a mile to go. The half mile in 49 seconds flat. They quickened up down the backstretch, and Knock Rock continues to bowl along up front. Knock Rock with a 3.5 length lead. Gibson County Line looming large while second. Troubles Coming is third. Monroe Court tipped to the outside and starting to rally. Here's Monroe Court quickening the pace noticeably within 2.5 lengths of the lead and circling up 4 wide. Knock Rock asks the question. Gibson County Line between horses, and on the outside, Monroe Court. Monroe Court comes to converge on the lead. Monroe Court now takes the lead. Gibson County Line is game and trying to battle back second. 3 lengths back to the inside, and Kid Curry with Troubles Coming. Final furlong, Monroe Court drifting in, but he has the lead. Back to second, Gibson County Line, Monroe Court. And Jose Alvarez will win at 3/4 of a length. Second, Gibson County Line close third. Looks like Troubles Coming over Kid Curry.
Number 6, Monroe Court, closes to score and pay $28.80. Owned by Ridden Jack Racing, trained by Dennis Ward, and ridden to victory today by Jose Alvarez.
Oxbow, Gary Stevens, can he pull it off? A furlong to go. Oxbow, trainer D. Wayne Lucas, a 6th win. Gary Stevens, 3 Preaknesses.
This is a moment of history. Game on, dude. Perhaps the easiest winner in history of the Big Cap.
Elite Sire Awesome Again, sire of 13 Grade 1 winners, including Preakness winner Oxbow and Game On Dude, record-setting winner of the Big Cap, standing at Adena Springs.
We're back for the 6th race, a 5.5 furlong sprint, and it's a maiden event for maiden filly 2-year-olds. Scratch number 5, My Novena. And note, the jockey on the 4, Super Fantasy, is Jose Alvarez, the weight 118 pounds.
They're off. Toward the inside, Faith Hall wins the start, goes looking for the lead. Golden Friendships is showing foot on the far outside. And in between horses, here's the favorite, U2 Tweet. U2 Tweet now takes hold and takes the lead. Moving up on the inside is Made in Heaven to be second. Faith Hall backs off now third with Golden Friendships alongside. Then it's a length and a half back to Carolina Dreams, just to her inside now. And second last is The Way Bell Is, and trailing the field is Carolina Dreams. They move around the far turn after a 23-second opening quarter. The leader on the inside is the favorite, U2 Tweet, 3/4 of a length. Trying to get through on the rail is Made in Heaven with Golden Friendships a joint second. 2 lengths back to Super Fantasy, who moves up outside of Faith Hall. Then it's a gap back to the trailer, Carolina Dreams. They move for the top of the stretch. U2 Tweet dogged on the outside by Golden Friendships. Made in Heaven tries to sneak through on the inside. Super Fantasy is 4 wide, 5 wide. The Way Bell Is. They're at the top of the stretch, and the leader is still U2 Tweet, confidently handled and finding plenty. Back to second, Golden Friendships, and Maiden Friendship is third. But another flashy winner from the David Fox barn. Here's U2 Tweet and Gonzalez to win by 3. Golden Friendships was second. Maiden Heaven was third. Faith Hall got fourth in front of Super Fantasy in 105-2.
Number 7, U2 Tweet, wins it for owner Chester Bishop and Fox Racing Incorporated. Trained by Dave Fox, ridden to victory today by apprentice Jonathan Gonzalez. His second victory on the card. The 7th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. It's firm. It's the maiden race for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. Scratch the 1, Laster. Also scratch number 9 for all the marbles. And the jockey on the 11 is Jonathan Gonzalez.
And they're off. Poor beginning for Full Ride. Quick beginning for Happy to Be Here on the stretch out. He crosses over from the high draw and leads by 2 early from Get Back, who comes away in second. Farley's Mandate is now third. Racing fourth is the favorite, Divine Michael. On the outside, an Il Volo with Ayrton alongside. It's a stretch of 2 lengths back, taken in hand, and racing on the inside is Farley's Mandate. Then it's a gap back to 1.5 lengths to the outside. Full Ride alongside is Simon Won't Say, and trailing is Profire. Round the first turn, taking a strong hold at 5-1. Happy to Be Here has the lead by 2.5. Get Back is second. Farley's Mandate is now third. Then to the outside, and Simon Won't Say with Il Volo. Divine Michael got shuffled, moving up on the outside into a 6th position as Ayrton tucked in down toward the inside as the Full Ride, who had a poor beginning. It's a 2.5 length margin back to Ayrton, and trailing now is Profire. Opening quarter, 24-4. They went to half in 50 and 2/5, and Happy to Be Here continues to lead it. He leads it by a length from Get Back second. Il Volo is now third toward the inside. Farley's Mandate. Wide on the course is Mecky Mantle. In between horses and trying to get motivated is Simon Won't Say. Divine Michael, the favorite, is angled out for clear passage with Full Ride and Ayrton, and Profire has never been involved. They move to the top of the stretch, well rationed on the top end. The leader, Happy to Be Here, 2.5 lengths better than Get Back second. Farley's Mandate and Il Volo are next, but they'll all have to fly if they want to beat the leader. Happy to Be Here straightens for the drive in front by 2. Get Back to the attack now second. It's got back to 5 lengths to Divine Michael and Ayrton. Final furlong, Happy to Be Here pouring on the speed. It'll be a 3-win day for Jonathan Gonzalez. Happy to Be Here indeed. Get Back second, up for third Ayrton in front of Il Volo, and Divine Michael was 5th in 1:44 and 2.
Nice score by number 11, Happy to Be Here, owned by Bill Rainbow, trained by Steve Town, and that gives jockey Jonathan Gonzalez his 3rd victory on the Sunday card. The 8th race, a 6-furlong sprint. Happy birthday to Jim Freer. We have one change to report here, and that's the number 6, Magic Lily, Make the Ride at Gilbert Chamafi, the weight 118 pounds.
And they're off. Last in, first out. Who is this lady? Is away alertly and right to the lead from La Marquez, who comes away in second. Magic Lily is now third with Dream Hunter 4th. Driving up on the inside is Sunset Silhouette from 5th. It's a stretch of 1.5 lengths back to Broadway Secret with Jamie's Catch. Felicidad is his second last, and at the back after a slow beginning, here comes Honey Boo Boo. Down the back stretch and past the half-mile pole, taking no prisoners on the top end. The leader is Who Is This Lady by 5 lengths. La Marquez and Magic Lily second and third, off the fence from 4th Sunset Silhouette. Stretch of another 4 lengths back, improving on the inside. Here comes Honey Boo Boo. Broadway Secret is right there as they run to the top of the stretch. Still have to reel in Who Is This Lady, but the strides are shortening. Moving up is Magic Lily, and in between horses La Marquez. Sunset Silhouette is 4 wide but gaining ground. The rest need to get going, led by Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. They pass the quarter pole and they're at the top of the stretch. On the far outside, Sunset Silhouette now put to pressure. Here comes Honey Boo Boo, is doing exactly that on the outside with 3/16 to go, but Magic Lily the one to beat. La Marquez in tight while second. Sunset Silhouette flat to the boards and not gaining. Then Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Inside the final furlong, it's Magic Lily in front. Magic Lily and Hilbert Chamafi hold sway to win by 1.25 lengths. Second was La Marquez. Up third after a good run late was Here Comes Honey Boo Boo in front of Sunset Silhouette in 1:13 and 3.
Number 6, Magic Lily, draws off at the end to score for Runtos Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Manny Espora, and that gives jockey Gilbert Chamafi his 2nd victory on the card. We're going to take a break and be back for the 9th and feature race in just a few moments.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
The OBS Summer Tour is now underway, with OBS sales graduates in action from Saratoga to Del Mar, Monmouth Park to Arlington Park, and all tracks in between. Make Ocala your summer place for the OBS August yearling sale. The selected session is Tuesday, August 20th, with open yearlings selling August 21st and 22nd. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back. Before we get to our ninth and feature race, we're going to show you a couple of races from Saratoga for 2-year-olds, the 97th running of the Adirondack and the 108th running of the Saratoga Special.
For her at the rail, very, very tight for 50 Shades of Gold. Couldn't get through. Who's in town, the leader? 50 Shades of Gold, now there's some room for. On the outside, Designer Legs. In the final furlong now, it is Who's in Town narrowly. On the outside, Designer Legs, and 50 Shades of Gold checked out of there. Down to the line, a head-bobbing finish between Who's in Town and on the outside, Designer Legs.
There was a DQ in the 97th running of the Adirondack. Number 4, Who's in Town, was disqualified. Put up the first was the number 5, Designer Legs. Now let's take a look at the Saratoga Special.
Wired Brian right next to him with 3/16 to go. 3 lengths back, Candy Dandy third. On the far outside, Lunar Warfare. Danza at the rail. Corfu is still hanging in there. Wired Brian with a final lunge as they come down to the finish. Danza third. Can Corfu hold on? It appeared he did. Very, very close at the end with Wired Brian. They were nostrils apart at the end.
Who else but Todd Fletcher would win the Saratoga Special with Corfu won it by a whisker? Our ninth race, 1 mile and 1/16, an allowance optional claimer for 3-year-olds and upward. We have one jockey change to report in here. Number 2, Dr. Chase, make the rider Jesus Rios. The weight is 120 pounds.
And they're off. In the center, Heiko begins nicely and goes to look for the yearly lead with Blame Shifter toward the inside alongside Dr. Chase. And the other favorite, King's Over, makes it a party, 5 horses across the track. In between horses is Storm Warnings, then Siderius Nuncius, followed by Starship Zorro, and at the back, the trailer, A Moment to Mambo. They race into the first turn, trying to back down the speed. The leader is Heiko, 3 parts of a length. King's Over is now second. Backing off well third is Dr. Chase. In fourth is Storm Warnings. Blame Shifter on the inside is fifth. Siderius Nuncius is now sixth. Then Starship Zorro 7th. And A Moment to Mambo, the long shot, is 8th and last as they head down the backstretch. The favorites are 1-2 after an opening quarter and a very slow 25-3. Advantage to the top 2. On the outside, King's Over now puts ahead in front. Heiko is back to second. Good trip here for Dr. Chase. He's third, within 2.5 of the lead now. Then comes Storm Warnings with Siderius Nuncius. Blame Shifter is third last. Second last, Starship Zorro with about 5 lengths to come. And it's a gap of 5 lengths to the trailer, A Moment to Mambo. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The half mile picked up to 49-4, but still well within the scope of the top pair. And the leader is King's Over by a half a length. Heiko angled off the fence, rebids, and now Heiko's back on terms to take the lead. In between horses, Blame Shifter making a menacing charge, getting off the fence within a length of the lead as they turn for the money. Here's Blame Shifter. Blame Shifter 3 wide and up to the lead now. Heiko tries to kick back at him second. These two in upper stretch with Starship Zorro down the center of the racetrack. Inside the final furlong, Heiko, dead game on the inside. Blame Shifter on the outside. It's Heiko and Blame Shifter. These two nip and tuck. Photo finish. A photo finish that goes to Heiko over Blame Shifter second, then Starship Zorro, and fourth, King's Over in 143-2.
Number 5, Heiko crossed the wire first, but was disqualified and placed second. Put up the first was the one, Blame Shifter, owned by Susie Kant, and that gives jockey Jose Alvarez his second victory on the card, along with trainer Dennis Ward, 2 for him. Our 10th and final race is 7 furlong sprint, the claiming event. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. The jockey on number 1 Guyana is Fernando Jara.
And runners away. The favorite Guyana was away well, so too was the outside runner Lots of Mazel, splitting the top pair and taking over Sweetly Put. It's Sweetly Put who has the lead down the backstretch from Guyana, who comes away in second. Now moving up, winning for Sarah is third, fourth on the outside to Lots of Mazel. Followed on the inside by Bambali and then Luz de Amor. Smile Minor is at the back. They go to the opening quarter mark. Sweetly Put on the outside, engaged on the inside by Guyana. They're in lockstep. They're 3 lengths better than winning for Sarah, who is now third. Moving up in Fourth is Senora de Lujan. In between horses, Bambali. Wide is Lots of Mazel. Starting to get a rally going is My Diamond Gal. Then comes Luz de Amor. Wide on the course is Stacy's Comprise, and still nothing from Smile Minor. They went through the opening quarter in 22-4, and at 9-5, Fernando Hara and Guyana have the lead. Guyana by a head. Moving up on the outside is Still Sweetly put second. 3 wide. Winning for Sarah now starts to improve. Winning for Sarah put to a drive by Boca Chica, but 3 wide and gaining. Also coming on from the back, Indy Breeze and Gonzalez have plenty of horse and no place to prove it. They'll tip out 4 wide, and they have all the momentum. Here's Indy Breeze on the outside trying to get to Guyana, and Indy Breeze rose right past. Guyana's back to second. Then winning for Sarah, Senora de Lujan, and in between horses, My Diamond Gal for a share. Coming to the wire, it's another win for Jonathan Gonzalez. It's Indy Breeze pulling clear to win the finale by almost 3. Guyana was second, winning for Sarah third, then Senora de Lujan and My Diamond Gal to complete the high 5 in 125 flat.
Number 7, Indy Breeze, breezes to the wire and wins it for owner, trainer Steve Dwoskin. That gives apprentice jockey Jonathan Gonzalez his 4th victory on the card. In the pick 4 today, 4 of 4 paid $1,159.35. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $3,118. 4 of 5, $37.55. And the pick 6, 5 of 6, paid $546.51. The carryover, $7,283.81. That wraps up the Sunday card. Remember, each and every weekend during the summer, we have live racing here at Gulfstream Park. And next Saturday at Gulfstream Park, South Florida's own Flo Rida will have a concert later on in the night. So exciting action, exciting music, slots, poker, everything you need to have fun at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.